The Indian government announced the launch of an identity card drive and promised that within a decade, every citizen would be provided with a unique ID number. That number in question was linked to an individual's biometric data, fingerprints and iris scans, and over 1 billion Indians have now received their cards. But today the government...
Launched in 2008, Aadhar aims to provide an identification number to each of India's 1.3 billion people. It also records every individual's fingerprints and iris scans for the government's massive database.
Okay, now put the fingers of your right hand.
In a country where many people don't have any identity document, this is a revolution.
I want to enroll my 3-year-old daughter in school. They told me I can't do it without my Aadhar card, so I desperately need it.
The government has now made Aadhar mandatory for availing subsidies on food and fuel, for opening bank accounts, and for getting a mobile phone connection.
How many people are using biometric payments today in India?
It would be in the millions. Today, the Aadhar authentication, which is an online verification using the Aadhar biometric, does about 15 to 20 million a day.
The new machine is a part of the government's rollout of its digital identification program, Aadhar. It took India's government 7 years to enroll almost 90% of the country's 1.2 billion people. That's because it had to collect the world's largest biometric dataset, including prints of 11 billion fingers and photos of more than 2 billion eyes.
100 करोड़ से ज़्यादा लोगों को आधार नंबर मिल चुका है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is betting on advanced technology to help solve India's critical problems like poverty and corruption. But the new technology has brought its own set of problems for some.
90% of the cash in India is either 500 or 1,000 rupee notes. Suddenly, they are now worthless.
Now I'm carrying all this cash, but I can't have lunch. Nobody's accepting this money. This is the real reality.
Because Big Brother is not watching you in a room through a television, but is watching through the biometric system and through Aadhar and through data. Every single thing you do, where you go, when you buy a ticket, when you buy a gas for your cooking, when you are going to the bank, when you do a bank transaction, your calls are all monitored. So what is left? So it's a complete